almost 5 yards per attempt. All right, that's pretty good. And that's why I'm really excited for a guy like Rachaad White this season, because it does feel like if the way that it's going, that as we predicted it, that Leonard Fournette won't be with the Bucs this season, right, Rachaad White's the guy. Even if they do draft a running back this year, which most likely they will, obviously, to a lot of the points that you just made, there is still, and Rachaad White is the perfect example of it. Rachaad White didn't become the guy that we all kind of fell in love with. I mean, we liked him in training camp and things like that, but in terms of when the season was going on, it was that Germany game where Rachaad White really became the guy that everyone is a big fan of now. So regardless of who's going to be the next rookie to come in, that first month, Rachaad White, I think, is more or less going to be the bell cow in the backfield for the Bucs as the rookie kind of gets his footing. And I mean, Keyshawn Vaughn is what he is at this point, which is a third string, fourth string type of running back. So I'm excited for Rachaad White to get in this new type of offense where
I am too, man.
They're going to feature him a lot more. And one, just getting him on the field more. I mean, that was half the battle last season was why are they splitting carries? Like, why is it 70-30 in favor of Leonard over Rachaad? I think one, just getting Rachaad White on the field a lot more is going to be beneficial to everybody. And two, I mean, you want to talk about the passing game, and we don't know who the quarterback is going to be. We all know tight ends are a security blanket, but Rachaad White only had 290 receiving yards last year. He had 2 receiving touchdowns.
That's right.
I feel like there is so much untapped potential for Rachaad White as a receiver that the Bucs just have not explored yet, maybe because they were down a lot and they had to go down the field, maybe just because there's a reason why Byron Leftwich isn't the offensive coordinator anymore. But I feel like there is so much more meat left on the bone for Rachaad White that we haven't really gotten into. So fantasy football-wise, he's a guy that I'm really high on for this year because especially that first month, he's going to be the guy.
You made some outstanding points. And I think one of those points was the fact that you brought up that Germany game, right? Because, I mean, who's there at that game watching Rachaad White get that 100 yards? And there is the stiff arm right there that got him the angry run right from Kyle Brandt at NFL Network. Well, it was Dave Canales. He was there as the quarterback's coach for the Seahawks. So what better way to make an impression on your future play caller, unbeknownst to Rachaad White or anybody at that time, but he certainly, showed what he could do. And I've heard that Dave Canales is really excited to work with Rachaad White, and he was a fan of his coming out of the draft. So I think when Dave Canales has his press conference this week, don't be surprised if he really kind of gushes over Rachaad White and his ability, because that's what I've been hearing is that Canales is a big fan of Rachaad White,